Hi, this is Steve from DrumDial, and in this next video, I'll show you how to tune your toms to thirds. I'll be tuning a standard 12, 13, and 16-inch diameter set of toms. But before starting, always check the condition of your hoops and bearing edges to make sure that they are not warped and do not have any high spots. Make sure your hoops are flat. They should not be wobbly. Remember, it's hard to tune a drum if you have bad hoops or bearing edges. You can be sure that your bearing edges are good by testing with a folded sheet of paper. If you have large gaps, this means that you have a low spot in the bearing edge. Our edges and hoops all tested out great, so now's the time to seat your heads properly and then tune up to your DrumDial settings. We'll be tuning these tom batters to similar settings and let the depth and diameter of the drum determine the natural pitch. Our focus here is on the 13-inch bottom resonant head, which will be set a little lower than the top head. The first step in tuning a drum is to get the drum in tune with itself. DrumDial makes drum tuning very easy. Just match the gauge readings at each lug and the drum will automatically be in tune with itself. Tuning the 13-inch tom to 75 top and bottom would have given us a whole step or single note apart. This sounds great also, but I wanted to demonstrate how to tune to a third, so I dropped the bottom head tuning by 3 to a setting of 72 on the 13-inch tom here. At DrumDial, we know that drum tuning should be the least of your worries. Natural drum pitches are done automatically by DrumDial, and you don't need to remember different frequencies for each and every drum. Just let the natural depth and diameter of the drum determine the best pitch for each tom. This gives you an even and similar stick response and a nice downward sound progression. This is a very quick and easy method to get you playing your drums right away. Just remember that we are after a similar stick response from each head for a nice even feel and have a natural downward sound progression between the toms. We also tuned the bottom resonant drum head for the 13-inch tom to 72 instead of 75 to give us a natural third between our 12 and 13-inch diameter toms. And lastly, remember to match your gauge readings as closely as possible. In this case, 74 for this 16-inch diameter floor tom. So let's test our 12, 13, and 16-inch toms. I never use the computer frequency meter to lug match, only to double check as needed. Tune to thirds B, G, and D sharp easily and automatically. Let's hear how the toms sound in context to one another. Keep in mind that we are using the video mic without any effects or processing. In our third video, I'll show you how to identify and troubleshoot common tuning problems, like loose lugs or lug pitches that don't match after getting the same DrumDial readings.